What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, we are in the building, peep squad. Let's get down to the situation, but please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples, we is in the building. Happy Memorial Day to everybody, baby. Hopefully you having fun, you enjoying yourself, you doing what it do, baby. But I'm glad that you here spending some time with your girl. So let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get into the trailer. Let's get into the shade. I don't know. The writings on the wall is like they ain't feeling Kandi over there. Even though Kandi got all types of projects, they're just like, ooh, they making Marlo look like, They're making Marlo look like she is innocent. Marlo is on the reunion crying in tears. She's talking about her past trauma, abuse, being robbed, and people making fun of her and saying that, she's a lady of the night, a lady of the street. Andy is so engaged. She's all up in her face. He really wants this Marlo situation to work out. I think they have invested a lot in Marlo because they have cut out and edited Marlo this season to look very good, okay? Because when she was having the birthday party with Kenya Moore, they edited looking like Kenya has been attacking Marlo for years, y'all. Okay. And then Sheree, coming for, Kandi. I mean, just basically done told Kandi that her YouTube channel that she got over there, she's getting views off of clickbait because, she's talking about Sheree. So Sheree is calling out Kandi, saying, girl, you using my name. You saying my name, say my name. Like, what? Like, oh, no, Sheree is throwing all types of shade at Miss Kandi. Like, Lord have mercy, it is going down. And then we have Kenya Moore. She done gave the girls the real name. She done came for Marlo and let Marlo know what it is and what it's gonna be. So I hope Marlo didn't really, jump at Kenya like she tries to do. But at the end of the day, the reads are just too sweet and too, effective. But Kenya Moore did tell us that when she was on, some news station, she said that, she didn't do her reads like she usually reads. So basically, the read assassination, the read assassiner, that she did not really come out her bag. So that means that Sanya may have stayed in her cage. Lord have mercy. And Sanya may have stayed in her cage. This is too much. This is too funny. This is just way too funny. Let me see who's in the chat. I'm just laughing. What's up, Felicia Butler? What's going on, girl? How you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up, Kathleen? How you doing? What's up, Top Bugatti? What's up, Tammy George? What's up? What's going on? Good evening to everyone. Good evening to you too. Oh, thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Elaine, how you doing? Elaine Rogers is in the building. Kandi should have been gone just because she has money. Kandi is jealous. Oh, Lord have mercy. What it looks like is Marlo, Sheree, and Sanya, and Drew is paying double dutch with the situation that, they really want Kandi gone. And, there's some information that we're going to get into when it comes to NeNe Leakes getting her settlement, and also Porsha Williams coming back, and also not, there's rumors out here that they're not too happy with Kandi as well. They're begging Porsha to come back. Like, Lord have mercy, they need Porsha. They need Miss Porsha Williams. Like, what's going on in this situation? So in any event, let's get down to the situation so we can get to the drags and the reads. So we got, we're going to start off with the reunion, season 14. We have Sheree. Sheree hair looks nice. She's showing too much boobs or whatever the case may be. The colors look a little bit more popping in the situation, but she said drop it with who? Basically knowing that Drew project has been squashed and smashed because Sanya came in and took her spot. And then Drew, she responds to the situation. I was like, okay, Drew. Drew said, basically, I am an investor in She by Sheree now. So Drew threw all that type of shade. But Sheree recently did an interview with the Shade Room, and she has a line out. She's showing her clothes, she's showing the product and things of that nature. So we shall see. But Sheree is definitely a hustler. She's definitely has been blessed with the Bravo people over there, because they keep her next to them, and Andy has been cheering her on and on and on and on again. So Sheree, what are you doing over there with True Original Entertainment? What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing over there? Because they got Sheree sitting next to Andy and Marlo. I'm telling you right now, they're putting a lot of eggs in the baskets. They want Sheree to bring it, and Sheree's doing everything to bring it. Even if she got to get into a fake relationship and jump with a man, if she got to let Kandi know, girl, I ain't never liked you. And Sheree and Marlo never liked Kandi. I don't know why Kandi always keep kissing up to them, trying to be their friend, trying to help them out, trying to be cool with them, give them advice, because she don't want them coming for her. But they over and over and over and over show us that they don't like you. They can't stand the ground that you walk on. They can't stand the bed that you sleep in, girl. But in any event, Marlo basically is telling the girls to keep her name out their mouth, and basically, stop lying on my name. And it seems like she's coming for, Kandi Burruss, and she's Kandi Burruss and Miss Kenya-Moore in that situation. You know what I mean? So she's telling them, what's up, Blassin'? What's up, Lakeisha? 15 years later, the show some joggers and leggings. She by Sheree be doing whatever. Is it bringing the ratings like it used to? Yeah, it's not. It got a couple of million here, a couple of million there, but not what they usually get. So they're calling on the head honcho. They bringing Porsha back in, and Porsha done made a fool out of herself for so long when it comes to this relationship. If Porsha ain't broken, she don't need the money. I would say stay back away, Porsha, because you're gonna get, the knives and the daggers. They're gonna be throwing at you, and they're gonna start slicing you. You're gonna be easy prey for everybody that's sitting on this stage right now for season 14, and that's for real, for real. She's gonna be storyline after storyline. And then Drew Sidora surprised me. She say something crazy. Drew Sidora's out here saying that people be cash apping her basically to show or to talk about Sheree with Phil's sex tape. So is Drew telling the truth, or is Drew lying? So is anybody really sending Drew Sidora some Monte for her to basically expose Sheree's sex tape? Do you guys believe that Drew Sidora is telling the truth? Are we going back to the tape recorder of Latoya forever? What are we doing, Drew? So Drew, do you got the proof? Like, why you say things that you ain't gonna show? We're trying to get down with you, Drew. We're trying to understand you, but the lies, sometimes block that. Like, okay, so I hope you do have a tape. You know what I mean? And Sheree seems like, okay. Yes, if you got a tape, she said, I would love to see that. So it seems like Sheree, she want to see what's popping with her and what tape that Drew got, because she ain't denied the tape. And just the small little clips that we see, she probably does deny it or whatever. But in any event, she stuck out her tongue. Sheree is feeling sexy. Sheree is feeling like she got this. Sheree is sitting next to Andy. I don't know what it is, but Andy be licking the crevices and the crack of, Sheree's toenails. I mean, he just be falling all over her like, she is the princess of the franchise. Like, I don't know. What's going on? What's up, Sweet Brown Sugar 504? How you doing? What's good with you? And so, you got that situation. So, we just only getting a little sneak peek. And so Sheree says she want to see, and she stuck her tongue out because Sheree allegedly is getting her back blown out in these streets. She's basically raising them legs up. She's hitting it up. She's doing everything that she can. Sheree's a true hustler. Sheree's out here in these streets. She got another chance. She got another shot, and she would deal with a man that got a baby mother that is harassing her already. And she got to deal with his ex-wife, Mel, out here exposing her ex-husband because he be basically coming at her, and they be going back and forth. And Sheree said, I don't give a damn about any of that baggage that he got, with him. He can have suitcases. He can have a truckload. This is going to be on and popping. And also she talked about it on the reunion, and it was talked about, okay, her relationship with Martell Holt. Okay, and Sheree is acting like, she is a, freak, neat, freak kitten out here in these streets. Sheree is doing it. Andy always love a sexy black man. Anytime these women have a sexy man, or if Bolo's on, oh my God, he was after Bolo. Bolo, I don't even know. He quiet down about you. He talked about you for a straight year and a half. Okay, so now he's on Martell, and if Andy could probably get Martell on the show, he probably would, because he done changed colors. He was like, so what can you tell me about your new boo? He is a 10 out of a 10. Andy is so thirsty for somebody else's man. Like, you need to fall back and just take some heat. Don't you got 2 kids now, Andy? You need to fall back. So Andy's like, yes, and Andy's also pleased with the storyline as well, because he's feeling like Sheree's bringing what he wants, because this is like, what, the 3rd time they done brung Sheree back, and Sheree actually been shady, low down, ain't been a friend to nobody. Okay, so she's doing exactly what Andy want her to do, and she's doing it looking beautiful. So Andy's asking her these questions about her man. I know he gonna get all details about what's going on. The ladies, they do look beautiful. We ain't gonna front. Kenya's over there glycerin, and Sheree's glycerin, and Andy look like he tied around the eyes, but he's excited to hear about a black man's penis. Okay. Hey, what's up, creative? Name, how you doing? What's going on? I'm just saying, it's just like, ooh, Lord have mercy. It is going down in this situation. I was like, okay, look at the curls, the curls, the curls. I love the curls. And Sheree, she done did it right. She done did her hair. She got them edges right on the side where you can see them. Sanya, pay attention. So in any event, we have that whole situation. He's intrigued. Andy's intrigued when you're talking about a black man and what he got going on. And then Kenya Moore jumped into the situation and said, I heard that D was a 10 out of 10. I heard the same thing too, girl. But he comes with a lot of baggage and headache and deception. But one thing is for sure, you would definitely have a storyline with Martell Holt. Okay. And Sheree's like, and Kandi looks a little like, okay, because in any event, when it comes down to the situation, Kandi was the one out here basically saying that storyline, is possibly a storyline, because when it comes to Martell Holt, he did the same thing with one of her close friends that was a dancer, Lyrica, and she got on the radio station with Shamia, formerly of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and now they're talking about Martell like it's real, like it's a thing. And Kandi was out here throwing shade earlier, a few months ago. So we shall see how this is all going to, pan out. And, when it comes to Andy, he is feeling like Martell got it going on and looking good. Martell might snake his way into the franchise, y'all. They have mentioned his name at the reunion. He loved to see this trailer. He was happy. He's been posting my wine and then talking about his ex-wife. That's what he's been doing for the past week and a half, is going back and forth with Mel on Instagram, on social media, and the rumors is his baby mama was right in the post. So in any event, Sheree, at this point, I don't think Sheree cares. She got a storyline, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. She got a man at home. She got a man in her life for now. So, So y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Hey, Barbara, how you doing? Hey, lovely love, Barbara. Andy lives for the drama. He lives for the drama, girl. Sweet Brown Sugar 504. See, this is exactly why I was not enthusiastic about Sheree returning. She is full of ish. You already know she is. and she been throwing shots at Kandi all season, y'all. She been throwing shots at your girl Kandi all season. Then she got on a reunion and she started to check Kandi. Kandi might have some good comebacks, because allegedly Kandi seat is still safe, allegedly, or it might not be if they can get Porsha to sign on, but we'll get into that in just a moment. And we have Miss Kenya Moore. She is out here and she's letting Marlo Hampton know that we both live rent-free in your head. And Marlo, they might live rent-free in her head, but Marlo is basically playing a game. And she, as soon as the season dropped, Marlo has basically been coming for Kandi. She's been coming for Kandi, and she's been coming for Kenya. She is basically, she's been throwing all types of dots, all types of water, all types of juice. She's been out here doing everything she can to get their attention, even if it's not true, even if it's a lie. She has been doing everything and everything to basically, go towards them. And to me, I think that is making Andy happy in the situation, because she's sitting right next to him. She got to watch what happens live and talk to her negative, rambunctious stuff, and he was loving it. He was eating up out of her hand. She might think she is the new NeNe, and she was placing NeNe and also replacing the NeNe that is missing from Andy's life. And Marlo Hampton is in the building, and she's here to work, and she's here to go crazy for you. Okay. So you already know Marlo's gonna keep that peach at all costs. And so we got Sheree. Sheree ends up Kandi sitting next to the girls, and the seating arrangement is terrible. Point blank, period. The way they put it together, but they telling you how they feel about the situation. And Kandi sitting her ass on the big end of the couch again. So they let her know that there's a problem. Sheree just came back, and she's sitting before, Kenya. She's sitting before Kandi. That's because there's favoritism going on. And NeNe told y'all there was a lot of favoritism, okay, that we didn't see. But in any event, Miss Sheree, she basically steps on and she said, I heard you've been talking about me every week on your show. So basically she is coming for Kandi, letting Kandi know, girl, you need me. I don't need you. And for Miss Sheree to be talking her mess, no, we don't know if I don't know if she got a pot to piss in and want to throw it out the window. There's been so many rumors and allegations with Sheree. Lord have mercy. Sheree, she might stay rich because the rooms are on the streets and she ain't paying people. Courtesy of Anthony and Juicidora didn't get that half of that money that went on that birthday party. So I'm thinking that's why Drew said that she's an investor and she buys Sheree. Okay. Lord have mercy. This is, a whole crazy situation for real, for real. Sheree's a mess. She definitely is. She's definitely a mess. So in any event, moving on from that situation. So Sheree is basically calling out Miss Kandi Burruss sitting there right there in her face. And Kandi acts like she's always surprised and shocked when Sheree comes for her. Because Sheree will turn around and apologize to you. Sheree would say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do anything to you. I was only this happened. I didn't even know what Marlo was saying. That's the same thing that Sheree, done said to Kenya-Kandi. So she'd be like, I'm sorry. I didn't hear anything. I didn't know what's going on. She be acting like she's all lost. She has no idea what's going on. She's just shocked. She's surprised. She's flabbergasted. She just don't know. And they always fall for it. And Sheree just keep making her way in, shading these girls and trying to get closer and closer to that bag, to pay them bills, baby. Okay. So in any event, Kandi just looking at her like, girl, like, huh? What? and Kenya's looking at Sheree like, girl, why are you coming for Kandi? Like, you know you wrong for that, but look at you being messy. Just looking at Sheree will be messy right to your face. She don't care. She'll be messy. I was like, okay. And so, Sheree said, I know you should. Sheree says, and I get it because I am glad I'm clickbait for you. Basically saying that she's giving Kandi, a piece of Kandi. She's getting Kandi a piece of her, and Kandi's using her and making money off of her. Okay, Sheree and Kandi ain't been good since Kim, and Sheree act like she don't even like Kandi this whole season. They ain't had no good moments, really. If you want to be down with the truth. And Kandi said, so I'm using you for clickbait. That's what you think? So Kandi said, you think that I need you for clickbait? Sheree said, yes, girl, you do need me. So Kandi just sitting there like, I can't believe, yeah, Kandi, they coming for you. The word is out on the street, you get paid too much, and if they can get you out, they can get more money in the situation because your paycheck is too healthy out here in these streets, and you eating too much, and you eating too good in front of these ladies. So therefore, they want to snatch something, and Sheree is down with Marlo, and Sanya is on the train, and Drew is tiptoeing back and forth whether she should be on your side or whether she should stay where the hell she's at. Okay, so yes, they want it, and then they're calling her out, and then they also throwing up Candy's YouTube channel, which Bravo wanted to buy her YouTube channel, and she wouldn't give them her YouTube channel. Now you got Sheree throwing that up in her face that you talking about us, you using the show to basically get money, just like they talk about Dr. Heavenly. So that's a whole lot of shade going on. It's a top shade, middle shade, and underneath shade, and digging in shade for the producers and the production, and Andy sitting over there in that chair. Okay, and so you got that whole situation that I don't even know why when it comes to Drew. And the little clip that we do get, Drew is out here talking about somebody else's body. Girl, we done seen you jacked up from the floor up. We done seen you tore up. You done told us you got your breasts done. You had a mommy makeover. You had this, you had that, and your body looked like you didn't have nothing at all. And the last thing that you need to do is bring up somebody's body, whether they had implants, whether they had booty injections, whether they had anything, because you done told us that you done had the whole full circle, and it looked like they did a bad job. But as we can see now, when it comes to looking at Drew's legs, it looked like she finally lost the weight that she wanted to lose. So now she's being shady, coming for somebody's body. She cried when Kenya allegedly came for her body, and basically pointed out every chance she get, Kenya did this, Kenya did that. I was body shamed. I think she even said it this season, she was body shamed. And now she's talking about somebody else's body. You have to pick a struggle and stick with it, Drew. Pick something and stick with it and be true to it. Let us know that you are really authentic, because we can't read you and your husband. You just look like cartoon characters that is just here to do whatever that is necessary. And you're getting better. Drew's getting better with her read. She dropped 4 reads and 1 might hit. So she's getting a lot better. And Sheree is like, my booty B, you crazy. And then Kenya doing her little shadiness over there. She's touching her breast and everything, because Drew said that you got breast implants, you got your breast slipped, and then Kenya is smirking and she's looking at her boobs and she's playing with her boobies. And then we got Sheree throwing on the stank face. Kandi look irritable. She looks upset because she know that the girls are coming for her, and she's going to have to turn up and turn out. And also, she may have felt the writing on the wall that, a lot of people have been saying, please remove Kandi. But I don't think Kandi should be removed. But, a lot of people saying that. It just seems like it'll just be weird if she's gone. Like, it just won't be the same. But in any event, we got that shade. And she said, girl, and now we have Drew basically trying to justify what she said. We all have had something done. This is all natural, what Sheree saying. This is all natural. I don't know what you talk about. I think Sheree's just talking about her booty, because them breasts definitely do look fake. So she says, squats, not shots, honey. So Sheree's throwing her shade and saying, I squats. Okay, I don't get shots. Honey, this ass jiggle it, baby. Go ahead and jiggle it, baby. And if she got her butt done, she had a good person, that worked on her butt. That's for sure. Watching Sheree turns the night around trying to kiss Kandi's ass and help shaking my head. Yep. Sanya and Drew have been to each other's other events. Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying with Drew, she's kind of in the fold and she's kind of not. She's kind of in the fold and she's kind of like, what's up, Bravo? She by no way hate paying bills, period. Oh, Lord, she by no way hates paying bills. Oh, you all here reading, Barbara. What's up, Benji Rocky? I thought you were a NeNe fan. What happened lately? I haven't talked about NeNe. I'm a fan of NeNe. I'm a fan of Porsha. I'm a fan of Kandi. I'm a fan of Kenya. I'm not a fan, and that's it, of the show. Unless I miss somebody else. She by Sheree needs that check to pay for she by Thelma. Lord have mercy, Felicia. PE. What's up, PE? How you doing? What's going on? You can reach to the top and Andy will snatch it back when he feels you are getting too big headed. Ask NeNe Leakes. Lord have mercy. Barbara done came through down with the lines. What's up, Nancy? Martell calling, stalking Sheree while she working because he wanted his name to be mentioned on the show, girl. You know, that was all planned. That was all working together with Sheree and Martell. He was in New York to basically try to get up in the place and basically try to tear up social media before the reunion actually get on and popping. So Sheree's letting y'all know that she squats. Okay, I hope that is true because your booty is fantastic. Okay, I haven't seen a good booty like yours that look like they used to look back in the day. You know, wake up natural with a booty looking like Sheree. You know, just walking around with a booty like Sheree. And so we have Kenya Moore, you know, her and Marlo Hampton has been going back and forth. And Marlo has been trying to dig in Kenya and Kandi for a long time throughout the show, basically trying to even get the girls of the team up where Kandi was basically shocked. Marlo didn't even accept Kandi's donation, especially saying, don't give me no hand-me-downs. Marlo's acting like she is superior, like she grew up with a gold spoon in her mouth. Them hand-me-downs, them girls would have took. Okay, or you could have gave them to somebody else. Like, and she had brand new clothes for you, girl. Marlo ain't playing. Marlo is acting the way that Andy wants her to act. Okay, and then Kandi is just sitting there and she's just like, I know my turn is coming. And then you got Kenya Moore. She basically exposed Marlo to the people that didn't know Marlo's real name and saying, girl, everything about you fake. Calling yourself the Hamptons. Marlo Hampton. Your name is not even your real name, Latoya Hutchinson. Okay, Latoya is in the building. Okay, so that was just Kenya. Kenya, why you tell that girl's real name? And look at Andy, he's just looking with a stiff neck, like, okay. He knew she was going. He knew she was going to come with it. He knew she was going to come with it. But Andy's really trying to protect and make sure that Marlo comes off as this, you know, new housewife with all this luxury, the dressing, this and that. She has a fashion line and a fashion place where you can go rent used clothes. Now she is, you know, a Monty. She's an auntie. And then on top of that, I guess they're happy with the way she drags her nephews on the show. I guess they want little black boys to be treated like that on TV. But in any event, when we get down to the situation, I wonder what was Marlo comeback. Oh, Lord have mercy. And Sheree sitting there like, Marlo, I can't help you out on this one. And Andy's like, why are you going there? You know, people going to be looking up Marlo's record again and again and again and get all the information of why for so many years she wasn't able to become a housewife. But in any event, Marlo is letting y'all know that she is here to stay. And Kandi sitting there like, okay, Kenya was like, you can stay all you want to, but if you come after me, I am going to drag. And so we gonna see how this whole reunion is gonna get on and popping and what is going to be Marlo's response. And I wonder what is her sidekick Sanya saying. Did Sanya know her real name or she didn't know? Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, we getting deep into the situation. We getting deep, and then we get to, you know, Sonya's crying, and then we have Juice Adora saying, Kenya, she's really crying. She's crying. So, you know, Drew goes back and forth. And so I guess when it comes to, you know, Sonya, she may have went back over there crying and whining and probably said that, you know what, I was wrong. You was a good friend, blase and a third. I don't know what it is, because now you got Drew over here telling Kenya Moore that Sonya's crying. Why is she crying? Is she crying because she's pregnant? She crying because she got that ugly ass outfit on? Is she crying that she's sitting around a bunch of ladies that is dressed to death and she looks like a hot mess? Is she crying because of that? What is she crying about? Okay, what is she crying about? Because Kenya read her. Kenya ain't got time for her. Why is she crying? Oh, she hurt because they talked about about her poor service, her poor, venues that she had going on, her poor dinners, her poor parties. When I say poor, I mean poor. Okay. So she crying about that because they didn't support her. We saw how you did Drew, so you ain't about the sisterhood, baby. And the way that you switched up and turned on Kenya when you could have just been in the middle, but you didn't want to do that. You wanted to pick sides on your first season. So girl, you gonna get it. So, so now she's crying because now she wants to look sympathetic because she came out hardcore. And one thing is for sure, I wonder if this woman Sanya and her husband ever apologized to Kenya Moore for the way that he was disrespectful. Okay. I wonder if they did that, because that's a problem. That's the situation. And if she don't apologize and her husband don't apologize, that tell you that they're truly ain't shit. That's what that tells you. Because I correct me if I'm wrong, because somebody brought this up in my comments the other day, and I was like, well, Kenya, she got raggedy, or she got hyphy when it came to Ralph, when Ralph was basically discrediting his wife and things of that nature. But I believe Kenya apologized to them. I believe she apologized to Drew, and if she didn't apologize to them, I believe she apologized to the audience. At least she was a woman enough to admit that, I was wrong. I believe she apologized. You guys in the comments, tell me if she apologized, for her going at Ralph. I believe she did, but so many episodes. But in any event, I believe she apologized to the audience, or she explained that she really took it out on Ralph, because it reminded her of her soon-to-be ex-husband Mark Daly. So I believe she did that. So y'all tell me if she did or if she didn't. But that's what I remember. But in any event, I hope Sanya apologized. Don't be crying now. You was Billy Badass. You was book. You in Jamaica. You gonna get it, Kenya. You even came at Kenya with your deep voice like you were trying to get between her legs. Okay, don't cry now. We don't want to see no tears. And then Kenya said she has tears. Kenya didn't even look up and look at her because she ain't gonna acknowledge somebody that's trying to basically get on the good innocent side, that I'm a good girl, I'm a good lady, I'm a good wife, I'm a good mother, I'm a good friend, I am loyal, I was in the Olympics and I got 4 medals. That's what she's trying to, because she know her husband was wrong, and if they don't apologize, that is just really dirty. And then we got the next episode coming up with Sanya, and her husband Ralph are basically trying to clean up, the way that he behaved, because they know it was wrong. And so now Sanya and her husband are going to take on Marlo's nephews. So Marlo finally going to get a housewife that is going to be bothered with her nephews and basically do things with them. And this is what all Marlo been asking for. She's been asking for some support. She's been asking for some help. She's been asking you girls to do something with my nephews. Teach me how to be a mother. Teach me how to be a friend. Teach me how to do something, because she don't understand what she doing. What I do have a problem is you talking about you got Birkin bags when you went to Africa. You should have been having a counselor. You should have been in therapy. You got all this money. There's no excuse why you are still the same way that you are. And don't give us your childhood when you can actually go to hundreds of therapists and psychiatrists that look just like you, so you can understand how not to talk to your nephews and how not to treat them that bad. Now all of a sudden, out of all these years that we done seen your ass on TV, now you in therapy. For real. Okay, if you got the money, get yourself some help. What is the problem? So, there's a whole lot going on in that situation. So, Sanya, I don't know why you out here dropping tears. She's dropping tears because she wants to make sure she drops another check into that bank account, girl. I can't blame you. And Kenya Moore's not here for the tears. And then we have none other than Talker being disrespectful to the guys. Basically, Ralph is saying that, they coordinated when it comes to, Ross, and when it comes to him. And then I don't know if they actually coordinated their outfits. That's a touchy situation, because then that shows you they ain't feeling Mr. Todd Tucker and Mrs. Kandi Burruss, because it seems like the majority of the cast want to see Kandi gone, except for Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore is the only one Kenya-Moore is the only one that has been holding the torch and lighting it up and bigging up Kandi when Kandi don't do the same, baby. The only one. And then we got Sanya and Drew husband dressing alike. Hopefully this is not coordinated like they said it was, okay? But in any event, these three guys are supposed to be doing a podcast. They only did 3 episodes and they haven't put out an episode in 3 months. So is it good with Todd Talker and Ralph and Ross? Is it good to you? Is it good? Because it don't seem like it. Because they was talking about this is the new it thing. The guy, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they only got 3 episodes, and they haven't put one out in 3 months. So I know Ross ain't busy. So Todd, you too busy? I know you've been shooting them Instagram videos talking about daddy daycare, and them videos don't help, people accusing you of just being the nanny. Okay, the videos don't help. Lord, they don't help. Lord, forgive me. In any event, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. What's up, Frankie? What's up, y'all? That hair is dry as hell. Need some oil sheen, baby. I need some oil sheen too. I love the smell of oil sheen. I haven't had that in a long time. I hate men that get in women's business. Let the women handle their business. I know. Your wife wasn't in danger. She was in danger because of that image that you was trying to portray of you and your wife being Olympic. Well, she's been an Olympic gold medal list and you being a 2-time Super Bowl champion, you know what I mean? They're trying to cover it up and hide it that you got some problems and some issues, okay? He knows that this is all riding on his wife, so therefore, he had to do what he had to do. He had to go under the bus, and then he had Kandi, Todd, Marlo, and Sheree basically co-sign his behavior and act like we supposed to be yelled at and talked to like that. Like black man can't talk, like black man can't, express themselves without being aggressive, without being angry, without slamming the table, getting up and causing a scene. That I know so many black men that got their shit together. They know how to talk, they're eloquent, they're gentlemen, and they speak with authority but also respectful, letting you know that they still got love for you, even though they might be saying something that you don't like, and basically he don't got it. So he gonna play father to Marlo's nephews, basically to make him look better. Marlo and the producers got together and put that together. He fixing his old broke down cars. Lord, forgive me, Jesus. I ain't mean to say that, Ralph. I'm just talking mess. I don't really got no beef with you. Andy, his suit looks nice. His suit looks nice. That's a nice suit he got going on. And then in any event, Andy, like I said, nobody respects Drew. Drew always get disrespected. This is why I be getting upset and things of that nature, because it's just like, damn, Drew just be getting dragged through the mud. She just be getting disrespected by her husband, by the girls. And that's why I was just like, damn, when Sanya, I was like, oh, Drew finally got a buddy. Like, Sanya seems so nice. She's a gold medalist. She got 1 kid. She got a husband. They're all coming, from wherever they're coming from, Houston. And Drew extended an olive branch out to her because Drew is still new to the show. And now here comes Sanya. So I really thought that this was going to work out, but Drew got played. Drew got dismissed. Drew business got thrown in her face. And the girl that was supposed to be cool with her basically took her storyline about the exercising queen. No more drop it with Drew. It's I fit with Sanya, like Shady. And when it comes to Ralph, he's very just like, he always like, he talks about her wigs. He talks about her driving. He talks about everything she does. He be acting like she don't know him. He be like, babe, I'm allergic to garlic. And she said, well, the chef has been using garlic and my mom been cooking with garlic. So what are you talking about? It's like, he's always trying to play her and make her just look bad. Point blank, period. And then he got a book out that the girl that was massaging his back and Drew was jealous of and feeling insecure of, helping him with this deal. And basically she didn't even know nothing about that. She don't even know what's going on in the book. And I bet you the girl that got him the book deal basically said to him, let's throw your wife a bone and let her write the forward for the book. disrespectful. And then Andy is going to start off disrespecting. Once he's seen, Ralph coming through the picture, he goes, he's basically talking about the lady with the massage and the phone call. And this lady wanted to massage his back and blase and the third. Kandi looking up the lady's information on Instagram, just shady. So in any event, so Andy's out here being shady, basically saying somebody asked him if I wanted to get a massage, where would I go to get a massage? Okay, so he's asking this man this, knowing that man is married, knowing that Drew is get embarrassed every Sunday on the show, every Sunday, not every Sunday, but when her and her husband are filming together, there's always an issue. But the last episode at their house, he didn't embarrass her. And he goes, so he didn't really respond to the question. He's just smiling. And also, when it comes to Ralph, he looks like he's tired now. He used to be attractive. He looks like he is worn out. Baby, are you worn out from riding Drew's back and taking all the publicity that she has and any star power that she has that you have been using and, swimming in and jogging in, running in, tackling in, listening to music in? Like, are you tired from riding your wife's back? So in any event, Andy is shady with that, basically asking him about that. You can tell that Drew don't really feel comfortable with that. It's something else for other people to laugh at her. Now she got Ross laughing at her, Sanya laughing at her, Marlo laughing at her. The other part of the, cast is probably laughing at her. She's always getting laughed at. It's just like she's a big joke. Lord, I mean, just laughing at her. And Andy, you wrong for that. You wrong for that. And so, here comes Todd. Todd is basically throwing the rocks at Marlo. He's throwing the rocks at Marlo. He's feeling a certain type of way because Marlo basically said that he's a user. And basically Mama Joyce done talk bad to him, and he's using Kandi for her Monte, and Kandi is a sugar mama and things of that nature. So it just looks like And he starts off, in your earlier thirsty years, we went to Africa, and Marlo said, I came with all my Birkin bags and stuff, right? I was like, oh, so she's trying to say, I have more money than you then, Todd. And the only reason why you got more money than me now is because you done hitched your wagon to Kandi Burruss. That's what I'm assuming, y'all, okay? Everything is allegedly, okay? That's what it seemed like. She threw up the Birkin bags to let him know that while you was a working bee, I was working, but you was working kind of for me in a certain kind of way. And I had all my Birkins, and basically you was just the broke camera crew. That's what she's saying at the same time. And I'm like, damn, Marlo, you had all that money back then. Imagine if you would have took that money and brought property in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Put your sister that you've been talking about that live in a project in a 2-bedroom, put her in there, okay? So in any event, yes, the shade was thrown, and we got Todd coming for her. And Todd is not swearing, he's not cussing right now, but we don't know if he's gonna get loud or he's gonna get disrespectful. But Marlo feels like the way that Ross acted was perfectly fine. So, it seems like she's okay with a man yelling and cursing. And so I don't know what else Marlo is going to drop after this, because she's going back and forth with Todd. Is she really going to give the whole true tea and nothing but the tea when it comes to whether people are saying that Todd Tucker's first choice was Porsha Williams, but he ended up going with the back. He recognized real money, recognized money. Okay. But in any event, you already know that Marlo Hampton said that he was not feeling her because she was a country bumpkin. Okay, Marlo, talking about somebody else in their relationship. And Todd Tucker, he comes through. It seems like he's feeling a little bit of attacked. And Kandi was saying that everything is cool with Todd. He doesn't have a problem with Marlo. That's why I ate the chicken. But it seems like he got a problem at the reunion, or is he showing up for the cameras and showing up for his wife because, she's skating on thin ice. That's what the blogs are saying, that they want to replace her. I don't know how true that is, but I think she gives a lot to the show. She might not be ghetto, ratchet, yelling and screaming and basically having crazy storylines where Todd is cheating on her, creating things that are outlandish, that can basically hurt your marriage. But in any event, Marlo said, I was rich and you was broke then. That's what she's saying to you, Todd. That's what she's saying to you, baby. That's what she's definitely saying to you. What's up, Kathy Smith? What's up, Miss Bell? What's up, Sasser? What's up? How y'all doing? What's up, Miss Vicky? What's going on? Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Hey, Angel. How you doing? What's going on? It's good to see y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. So moving on from that situation, I'm just like, Lord, And so we get to the part where, Andy's basically said, Marlo, you went through so much, and we've seen so much of things that you were going through, and you really suffered so much emotional abuse. And baby, they're going to be looking at Kenya causing some of that emotional abuse. They're going to be looking at Kandi causing some of that emotional abuse and giving her, the star power treatment. Is really seeming like Andy is really trying to bring Marlo and Sheree to top tiers of the show, okay? And they may want to replace some other lates. But in any event, I remember when Kenya said that, the R happened to her when she was young. And that was on an episode where she first was filming about with a lawyer. And I don't believe that they brought that up at the reunion. And, Kenya, she kind of like, Kenya's not hearing it. She's not even looking at Marlo. She knows the shit's fake. She know Marlo's putting it on. She know who Marlo is. We all know who Marlo is. Okay, but she's trying to get her Monte, and so you can see Kenya looking straight for her. She ain't even. Everybody else is looking at Marlo. They're engaging into her. Kenya's looking straight for her, like, I wish I would give a damn. I wish I would care. I was like, Lord. They making me sick with this, feeling sorry for Sanya. That's what they're doing. I swear. They got her. They're trying to make Marlo and Sanya, the ones that had so much vitriol this season, to make them look like they were innocent, because that's what they wanted them to look like. Okay. Todd needs to have several seats with his little self. Lord have mercy. You think Drew's gonna look to the best? If Ross had did it to her, she would not like it. Exactly. I like Drew this season. Yeah, Drew's not bad, but Drew always kind of like block her own thing, and then her husband gets in and he blocks a little bit too. It's like when she gets going, she ends up, trying to argue with somebody else or jump in something else that she shouldn't jump in, or say something that she shouldn't do, which causes more issue, which I think she wants, but she has to learn how to read more. She's getting good because she can throw 4 reads out there, and she throws them out there fast, and one out of the 4 is going to hit. Before, she wasn't hitting, but Todd has disappointed me. Lord, Miss Bell, he's stooping to Marlo's level. Not a fan of Drew's husband. Sanya is a flip, flop, 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 flip. She flies like a fly. And then Sanya had the nerve to say that Sheree blows in the wind, when her friendship blows in the wind, when it was in Jamaica. But yet she's still holding on a dear life to Sheree and Marlo. Okay, wait till Marlo have enough of you. And then so we get Marlo. She's crying. She goes, they want to call me a prostitute. They want to call me a whore and things of that nature. And they have no proof. They can't bring any man that I slept with or anything else like that. And blase in a third. And you can hear the cracking in her voice. And Andy's like, yes. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Marlo, go ahead, get your bag, get your money, keep your peach, because that's what she's exactly doing. And she said, y'all ain't got no proof that I was out here doing anything in these streets. Lord have mercy. Kandi, you got a YouTube channel. You should bring on her exes. Because she's sitting there lying in all of our face. I'm not gonna say that she's a prostitute, but that has been the running theme since she has been on the show, by people that she were friends with still, and she still is friends with, basically say that she be in these streets, she's a lady of the night. Marlo said, I am a respectable, dignified woman, and I don't hustle like that. What are you hustling then, girl? Go ahead, Marlo. Tell them how it is. She ain't no goddamn whore. That's what she's trying to say. I ain't no whore. Who's all your friends? In any event that we get to the situation where Marlo house was, broken into, they talk about that. We got Sheree setting up a little situation where Martell name is on the screen. That was set, her phone sitting there right next to her. Okay, baby. Then we got Kenya-Moore. She gonna grab the phone and everything. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Martell is making his debut on the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion on the phone. Basically, they're trying to itch him in, trying to get him in, and trying to usher him in and everything. I was like, So we see, and Kenya grabs that phone and said, Martell, call her back. I was like, Lord have mercy, it is going down. And then everybody's like shocked and looking, and now everything is focused on Martell and that phone and Sheree's relationship. So Sheree's doing exactly what she should do. She's pulling out all the tricks in the bag. She got a cat in a hat, but she got a whole bunch of mice, roaches, and fleas that she's pulling out, and whatever hits, that's what she's rolling with right now. Okay. I was like, go ahead. Sheree's out here just, being fugazi. Point blank, period. And that's also to throw in Kandi's face, because Kandi earlier this year basically was saying that, oh, she better watch out. I don't want her to get hurt out here in these streets, because Martell did the same thing with my cousin. They set up a publicity stunt, and it looks like he's doing it with her. That's what Kandi said on a radio station. And so Kandi's sitting almost right next to Sheree, and the Martell keep coming up, and they looking towards Kandi, and Kandi has a stone face on, because she know what she did, she know what she said, and she did it on purpose, because Sheree was dragging her with Marlo. Okay. And then we got Juice-Adora out here flicking her hair, the flick of the hair, just flicking it, you know what I mean, flicking it right on, Miss Sanya. Sonya's like, girl, Andy, she's flicking her hair in my face. Andy, you better get her, girl. Why are you calling for your daddy? He ain't your daddy yet. You haven't proved yourself to him yet. That's why you at the end of the couch when you did a whole lot of God forbidden things on this show that was really, basically just says that you don't have a good character. You don't have good characteristic, and you're not a person that could be trusted. In this outfit, you definitely can't be trusted. If you thought that this shit looked good and you came out here and sat on this couch in front of us to tell us that you slaying, girl, you are unslaying. So in any event, she's calling on Andy. Andy don't want to be called on. He wants you to either grab that wig or stand up and yell at her. So you're missing the beat of what you're supposed to do. And he's looking at Drew like my annoying little friend. And Drew, why you flicking your hair at her? Because your hair would have been snatched. I would have grabbed the back of your hair, girl, and would have went whoop up in the air, been whoop up side your head. Who's upside your head? That wig would have been dancing. I wouldn't have hit you. I would have just snatched the wig. Boom, boom, boom. And then Drew would have probably hit her. And then Drew would have been told to leave. You know what I mean? She was like, Andy, get her. Get her, Andy. She's flicking her hair. And Drew, you so dirty. Drew is dirty, baby. Drew is dirty, y'all. Yes, she is, Andrea Sims. Yes, she is. She's doing exactly. What's up, Kathy Smith? How you doing? She's doing exactly what she needs to do. Drew, you so dirty for that. Drew's flicking her hair on that girl. She's like, I'm about to move in a second. Well, you need to go move backstage with them drawn on eyebrows that don't even match your skin tone. Is that light brown that you got as your eyebrows? And girl, they drew the edges on. They got the edges on. I told you she was gonna have edges sooner or later. They drew that shit on. They drew it on, they painted it on, they glued it on. And she's like, I'm about to move in a second, girl. You better handle you. I'm about to move. What you gonna get on the other couch? You ain't gonna leave Marlo's side. We already know you ain't gonna move it. They're gonna tell Drew to stop. And then Drew's making these faces. And Marlo said, girl, be ladylike like me. That's what Marlo said to Drew. Be ladylike. And then we have Marlo once again coming for Kandi, basically telling Kandi she don't produce no shows. Like, damn, Marlo, you know you lying. So at this point, when it comes to Marlo, she just really just trying to drag, Kandi for any reason. anything necessary. She's trying to drag Kandi. That's just all that is about, because we know she produced shows. Kandi done got up here on YouTube, and when she was, battling with NeNe Leakes, and NeNe was like, people get shows that don't deserve them, and then Kandi jumped on her YouTube channel and did a whole hour and change basically telling you how to get a show, how she produced her shows, and we know she produced a play. We know Todd be producing. We already know what's up, and so she just throwing shade. She said, you don't produce, no, you don't produce shows. Oh, just dragging her, sitting right next to Andy, just dragging her with not the truth. And Candy's looking at like, I can't believe this. She's coming at me like, Kandi, why do you always look shocked when Marlo and Sheree, they don't like you, they can't stand you, they want you gone? And what are you doing? Like, why do you act surprised? They ain't never hid that they don't like you. How do I know they don't like you and you don't know that they don't like you and you're sitting right next to them? Now she's shocked. She don't know what's going on. Kandi, these girls don't like you. They want you up off the show so they can split the bag that you're making, and hopefully the new girl get less. Okay? I don't know why. I know you done help Marlo. You have helped Marlo. Marlo is not trying to hear a point blank, period. Candy's looking like, what? She goes, that's a lie. Kandi said, that's a lie. Marlo's saying, you don't produce shows. Marlo, are you high right now? Marlo, all you got to do is Google it. So Marlo is just trolling Kandi at this point. She just wants to have an argument with her. That's just going to be the situation. And Candy's like, I don't know how you can say this about me. What do you get on platforms at the platform huge with millions of people, and you say that I don't help people. And, Marlo definitely has did that. Marlo definitely, and Candy's all in her feelings now. And then, Andy's looking like, come on, Kandi, you can do it. Come on, Kandi. Come on, Kandi. And they're looking at her. Look at Marlo. Marlo's looking like, yes, I got her. I'm getting under her skin. I'm going to get her. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. With a lie, though. It ain't the truth. It's a lie. And so Kandi just like, I just had it up to here, girl. She been dragging you before the show even started. Like, Lord, Them food Kandi, them food her. Then, Martell is calling. Like, come on, Martell. Martell's really trying to get, his play in. And Kandi is she's having it up to here with Marlo, and Marlo's doing that to basically get a rise out of Kandi, and also to spill some beans if Kandi go low, because Kandi said that she's not Michelle Obama. She said go high, she goes, I go low, just like you. So Marlo's waiting to go low with you, Kandi. So we'll see. Kandi said the reunion was spicy. And Sheree's acting all surprised and shocked with the whole situation. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that situation. So much going on. Not hold you onto that leave. Lord have mercy. Looks like rodent to me. She looks like a rodent. Lord have mercy. Poor little tank Sanya. Sanya. Marlo's doing whatever she can. Oh, yes, she is. She's definitely going to do that. That's definitely what she's going to do. Her and Sheree ain't playing because they have the people supporting them. Production is supporting them. Hey, what's up, sassy? They have, it's like, okay, we're going to get this on and popping. Yes, I do think Drew Grown looks to the best. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yo, so you think Drew gown looks the best? Okay, girl, I'm still sticking with Kenya's gown look the best, even though now it's a whole different color. It's a whole different color. So in any event, so let's get on to the situation. We'll get back to that. Okay, where is my? Okay, so. All right, so moving on from that situation, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. So we're going to see. I don't think the reunion needs a 4-part reunion, but you already know they're going to try to get every nickel and dime and every crumb that they can snatch and all the advertisement that they can get out of these girls. They make them work it, girl. That's what they're doing. making them work, and Marlo is working, baby. So in any event, let's get down to the situation. So this is all allegedly. Let me put my banner up so you guys can know exactly, that this is just entertainment purposes. The whole show is entertainment purposes only, okay? That's what we doing out here in these streets. So let's get to it. Let's talk about Tamra Tattles. She's basically dropping some tea and some information. Could be true, it could not be true. Let's get into it. She's talking about her people close. She talks to Bravo execs, and she be dropping information. She's been dropping information for years, and some people are not her favorite out here in these streets. But in any event, when it comes to Kandi Burruss, as far as her salary, the executives over there at Bravo basically saying that Kandi is not worth the money that they are paying her, and they kind of want to like push her out the door, usher her out. She got other projects with Bravo and things of that nature, but they want to actually kind of like save the show, and saving the show is probably bringing Porsha back, and Porsha wants a bag. We know Media Takeout posted that Porsha was going to get, she's in negotiation for $5 million and things of that nature. And when it comes to Porsha, she might be coming back. Maybe she bored at home. Maybe she needs some money. It's, inflation out here in these streets. She done took the vacation. She took a rest. Just like when Kenya was getting married, she took a year off and things of that nature. It seems like Porsha wants to do the same thing as well. But Porsha is in negotiation, and she wants to have her wedding special, and she wants her wedding special to be separate. She wants her wedding special to be very separate from the Real Housewives franchise. And she's not coming back unless, allegedly, she gets signed on as a producer of her wedding special, because she really didn't like how her Porsha show went. She didn't really like that, and it really wasn't a good look for her at all, period. But she said she allegedly, if she wants a Teresa Giudice treatment. She wants to have her wedding special, and then she'll be back on the show. But girl, when you come back on the show, they're going to cut you up, stab you up, and they're just going to be slicing and dicing you, because you are going to be the storyline. They're all going to come for you and Simon. Is Simon ready to get come at? Is he ready to they're going to get back? It's going to be Porsha. And there's a lot of things that haven't been addressed when it comes to Porsha, that if she comes back, it is going to be addressed. She got Marlo that did her wrong, dogged her out. Her and Kenya been beefing, and then they have the information from filing guobadia or whatever her name is. They got information from her. She's still in contact with Kandi. She's still in contact with Kenya Moore. So they got all the tea on a relationship. And let's not forget Sheree Whitfield. Sheree was out there in Africa somewhere with Simon and what's his name, Akon and them, and Blase and the third. So she got some tea, she got some information. So Porsha, if your big girl panties are ready, come back and get your money, girl. Get your money. So they're in talks, and the producers and the executives, when it comes to Truly Original, they really believe that they need Porsha back, and they want Porsha back. So they're trying everything to get Porsha back, and they believe that if they can cut Kandi's budget, they can get Porsha back and add a friend of the show as well. So that's the whole situation, because it has been approved that there is going to be a season 15. Allegedly, it's going to only be 16 episodes, and Porsha says that she will return, but she has to make sure she has control of the situation and make sure that Simon comes out in a good light, because that's what she is concerned about the most, is how Simon is going to look. And it seems like she's not concerned about the girls coming for her and arguing back and forth. She just wants to make sure that Simon's reputation doesn't get slaughtered due to him being on the show. And can he handle it? Can he take it? Okay. And so she wants her wedding special, baby. They're going to be shit. It's going to be a mess if Porsha comes back. Lord have mercy. And also, True Original, they want to start working now. And, Porsha has put her wedding on hold because she was supposed to be getting married in September, but, they're going to push the dates back. Okay. And why did she basically change the date of her getting married? As because now there's an opportunity out here for her and Simon to get a bag in a wedding special. Simon might get a bag too, or Porsha might just get a huge bag when she does marry this guy, which I hope she doesn't. It's gonna be bagalicious for them. we'll see. They're gonna invest in that restaurant. Where the money gonna go? Where the money resides? Where the money resides? Okay. So, Portia's in talks to return for season 15, and she wants her upcoming, wedding special, and she wants to be in charge. She wants to be a EP on it as well. And it's alleged that True Original is flying out next week to meet with Porsha to make sure they have her signed on a dotted line. They want Porsha back. They feel like Porsha needs to come back. They feel like Porsha is going to really help the series. So we shall see. And it seems like they're really desperate to get Porsha back, or this could have already been a plan, So Porsha just wants to control the narrative when it comes to Simon, because that's going to be a hard situation for their relationship, because he's gonna blame her if he look bad. So we shall see. And actually they are ready to start producing the show as soon as next month. They're ready to start basically working on season 15, so it could be ready for spring of 2023, and it can premiere, because this year the Real Housewives of Atlanta was definitely late to the party. They wasn't here quick, fast, in a hurry. So in any event, it says that when it comes down to the Real Housewives of Atlanta and the executive, they have a plan. They have a plan to have 6 housewives, and they really wanted to kind of like push Kandi out the door, but they are saying that Kandi performance at the reunion, or it could have been that they don't want to really kind of let Kandi go now, because the performance at the reunion was, I guess, astronomical. Allegedly, this is what the blogs are saying, that they're basically putting on, whether they want Kandi to come back or not. It just really doesn't make sense. There's no reason to, let bring other new girls in so they can get a hold of the situation, and the OGs could basically Christian them and, name them, and basically have the audience gravitate towards them, and they can be fans, and they can be like fans of the show, or be like number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. But in any event, they really looking for a replacement for Kandi, but it's contradictory that they just put it on hold, because of after the reunion, they're really thinking that Kandi still have some things up under that grill that she is carrying, that the meat is still heavy and thick, and she still got something to give. Okay, like she doesn't have something to give. I know people think she's boring, but I just like her storyline. I do like it. Like, she don't got to do too much. Like, you got Sheree doing too much, you got Marlo doing too much, you got Ju doing too much, you got Sanya doing too much. So can we have somebody that's relaxed? But they ain't hearing that. So it's still up in the air whether Kandi is going to return. And this is every season. Every season it's like Kandi's leaving, Kandi's leaving, Kandi's leaving. They don't want Kandi. And Kandi what? Be sitting right there on that damn couch. Okay? She be sitting right there on that couch. I'm trying to get to. Hey, Miss T, what's going on? How y'all doing? See you later tonight. Porsha is asking for a lot. Peep Squad is in the building. Thank you so much, Miss T, for stopping by. So in any event, you have that situation, and they're waiting for the ratings that are going to be for the reunion to actually make their decision. But as of yet, right now, they haven't found a replacement for anybody. But Porsha coming in, that means somebody got to leave. And if that's the case, their money, everybody's money is on Kandi, but Kandi did, a surprising show at the reunion, so they're questioning whether who should go, because they basically is, they're gonna wait till after the ratings come in and what happens and what people talk about when it comes to Drew, Marlo, Sheree, Kenya, Sanya, and Kandi to pick who may not be coming back or who's going to drop down to a friend of the show. So the ladies should actually be getting their notices of whether they're gonna be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta after Labor Day. So shortly after Labor Day, the ladies should be getting a notice to let them know if they're actually coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta as a full cast member, or they're not being asked back at all. So let's get down to the situation when it comes to Miss NeNe Leakes. And also the article continues on, and the bottom paragraph is about Miss NeNe Leakes and what she's doing out here in these streets. And it's alleged that NeNe Leakes basically went into arbitration in New York, which she didn't want to do, and she did. And it's alleged that she got $8 million from Bravo. It's alleged that she, basically they go by how your last years of pay, like 7 years, 4 years, or something of that nature, and they negotiated $8 million. And they're also saying one of the reasons why NeNe Leakes was able to get the money that she got is because she didn't stop. She didn't fall back, because every time that we saw NeNe putting out them tweets saying that she been blackballed, Andy did this to her, they did this to her, Kim was racist towards her and created this environment. It was hostile, and she was out here, and it would go viral. And if it didn't go viral, it was posted on Twitter, it was posted on Instagram, it was posted up on YouTube. Bloggers was talking about it, content creators were talking about the situation and everything. And basically, Bravo were shaking in their shoes. NBC Universal, they was feeling a certain type of way. They didn't like that the head honcho, the queen, of the Real Housewife franchise from the beginning, that everybody loved, and everything that she said and did, they was eating up out of her hand. They was sucking it good. And then all of a sudden it came to boom, crash. But people still remember that NeNe. And so people were, basically advocating for NeNe, saying, I might not like her, this and that, but what you guys are doing it to her is wrong. And then when she was out there with Ben Crump, and then she had Lisa Bloom for a second, and then she was on her Instagram talking, then she was on her YouTube talking, all that stuff was bothering Bravo. It was bothering them, and they wanted her to shut up. When she would go on Twitter and post that she's been blackballed, she's been treated, and she's basically been thrown out, and she's being disrespected as a black woman. And when she said, one of the executives basically said that only white women wear blonde hair, look at you with your blonde hair, basically insinuated that she wanted to be another race, and the way that she was talked to and things. And she said that she had a recording and she was throwing that shit out there. Well, they're saying that was hardball. They said NeNe was hard fighting, and we didn't know. Some of us didn't know. You think that they don't care what, they said when the dog barks at the moon don't bark back. But NeNe was barking at the moon, and the moon barked back because the moon was feeling the heat. And I guess people in the high seats, and the high seats was like, you know what, let's just pay her. They don't want to hear anything. So in any event, allegedly she settled for $8 million. And there is a gag order. She can never, I guess she can't talk about, I want to say never, because motherfuckers be talking about what they want to talk about. Okay. So they're saying that she cannot talk about Andy Cohen. Like, okay, if she's talking about him negative, what they saying that she can never say his name? I don't think that's the case, but it's a gag order. She can't talk about the settlement. She can't talk about what happened and what went down. And I guess she can't talk about, the treatment that was over there at Bravo. So she got her $8 million, and she bullied the network. She bullied them motherfuckers to pay her, y'all. That's what, they're saying out here in these streets, that yes, NeNe is the GOAT. She bullied them into some money, because a lot of people got disrespected and shitted on from a lot of different networks, and they left empty-handed. NeNe left with a bag, baby. She left with an $8 million bag, and that married man that she with, y'all, they chilling, they traveling the world and the country together. NeNe may have to drop $100,000 to, his soon-to-be ex-wife, but, she's living in a lap of luxury, and she walked away with the bag, so she got the last laugh. Now, only thing that we need NeNe to do is make sure she invests her money, and she don't spend all her money on this man, and she don't invest in him. If he tells her that he got some type of product, he got some type of thing where he can triple and double her money, or invest in this company that's here, that's not even in the USA, NeNe, please don't fall for it. Please don't give him no Monte like that, girl, because you need to eat. Your grandkids need to eat. Your kids need to eat, okay? Don't give it away, because we don't want to see you out here in these streets, asking for a handout. So make sure you don't let this man run around with your $8 million, girl. You don't got it. You done did it. You walked away victorious in the situation. Don't let this man eat your money up. So we shall see. We shall see if NeNe's gonna give us some hints about, that bag. She's gonna give us some hints. And then the hints are talking about Phaedra coming back because of Apollo. So it's allegedly they're trying to get Phaedra and Porsha back in ish and usher out Kandi. That don't make no sense. Just make the bag right for Kandi to be on the show with Phaedra, because Phaedra got beef with Kandi, and Apollo got beef with Todd. Work that situation out. Yes, the ratings are down. We need something. So we shall see. And there's also talk that, Phaedra might be joining the Real Housewives of Dubai. Phaedra wants to be right in Atlanta, y'all. That's where Phaedra wants to be. Phaedra is her best reading, her best self when she's around the women that they've been reading for years. Kandi been reading these women for years. NeNe been reading these women for years. Porsha been reading these women for years. Kenya been reading these women for years. Marlo's been reading these women for years. Sheree been reading these women for years. That's what we want to see, because it just all came to a halt. It just all stopped. Like, what happened? But in any event, so NeNe got the bag. NeNe got the bag. And hopefully she's not blackballed anymore, but she got the bag, y'all. That's what they saying, that she really got the bag. And I hope she got the bag. You know what I mean? Hope she got the bag, point blank, period. And, she was fighting that fight by herself. But one thing is for sure, NeNe Leakes recently had a memorial event for, Greg Leakes, because now I think it's been a year since he's passed. Whatever the case is, rest in peace to Greg Leakes. But in any event, with the whole situation going down, she was celebrating his birthday, and then the news comes out that she got this bag. So Greg was still in heaven working and helping his wife make sure she secure a bag. You know what I mean? Your ancestors come through for you. God comes through for you. Your Jesus come through for you. You know what I mean? You put the pressure. Greg was probably in that negotiating room putting the pressure on them, girl. So do right by your ex-husband. But he's not, he died, so he's not your ex-husband. But don't give your bag to this man. I just pray that she don't give her bag. I pray she don't give half of her bag to this man, because if she does, she's going to regret it. Yes, that's the TLSW, $8 million she got. So in any event, you guys, I will talk to you soon. I will talk to you later on tonight. We are going to be watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's the season finale. We're going to see if She by Sheree got some fashions out here in these streets. Much love to each and every one of y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. But okay, let me see what you say, Crystal. It wasn't bullying. If she was lying, they would have sued for slander and cease and desist. I see what you're saying, Crystal, but the streets is saying that she bullied them because she put it all out there. She had them shaking in their boots because she didn't stop. NeNe didn't let up on Twitter. She didn't let up on Twitter. She didn't let up. She kept saying that every time you turn around, even her stepdaughter tried to discredit her and say that, she's not been blackballed. She blackballed the family. People tried to discredit her. Kandi came out and said there ain't no racism over here at the network and everything, baby. And at the end of the day, when she said I got recordings and they talked about her having blonde weave, you already know if that would have hit the fan about that blonde weave, whatever, it would have just been So they fell back. And NeNe won. Oh, so good. It's so good to win. What's up, Ralph? How you doing? It's so good to win sometimes. So good to be victorious. Peace and love to each and every one of y'all. See y'all later on tonight for the Real Housewives of Atlanta season finale. And we're going to see Mr. Tyrone. Tyrone has been replaced by Martell Holt, y'all. Lord have mercy. From out of one hot pan to another. Peace and love. Peace and love.